shift has to happen, because persons doesn't realize how much they have destroyed their entire system by the things that they have been doing, eating, thinking, being in certain, situations, conditions, emotionally, psychologically, physically. And that is what has got us to this point.
Mm.
It has.
Yes, yes, yes.
And it's scary to know where we're at. So I think we're ready now. Yeah.
You guys are on open mic. I hope you know that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
We were talking for people to hear, because we're just waiting
I
for
see.
you to come. Are you able to pray now, Lady Marva?
Yes, I am.
Okay, fine. So we invite Queen Marva Lindsay just to open with prayer. Is it being recorded? I know we're on YouTube, but who can make it start recording?
I could do it.
You could do that. Okay, fine. So we could start recording. And then, excellent. And then we just ask Queen Marva Lindsay out of Canada to open us and grace us with prayer tonight, please.
Thank you. Thank you for having shown up here tonight. Tonight is one of the best nights because we are coming back to say what has been done in our lives. We're giving it's a thanksgiving unto God. We have not forgotten that something great has happened to us, and so we're here tonight to share and to encourage others that something can be done. It doesn't matter how long that you had a situation in your life, it can be reversed. It can be you can recover and you can restore back to where you wanted to be years ago. So I thank you, God, for lifting us up higher. We thank you, Lord, for those who we're presenting tonight, that they have spent their time, their precious time, and gotten ready for us, put this thing together for us, seeking out who will come and speak, who will share what has happened to them. So we thank you, Dr. Pereira. We thank you, King Clive. I don't know if Dr. Ruthann and Nurse Denise and King Pereira. I look forward to hear what has brought to the table tonight. So thank you, Lord, for giving us everything that we've got. We're secure that we locked it. Okay. Thank you, Jesus. Amen.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Lady Marva, for shining in like that. We appreciate it. Just want to welcome each person to the call tonight, especially someone who may be coming on for the very first time. Please feel welcome. For those of us who are on the call, you still have your phone in front of you. You may still be able to reach out to someone you invited, just to remind them, or someone you know who wanted to be on the call tonight. Give them a friendly, timely reminder that the call has just started, to your chat rooms and such like. So what a time to be alive. You know, Dr. Denise, last night, one of the points I was able to make is that there was a time in human history not long ago when most people would die from contagious diseases, some things that people would catch, you know, compromised immune system, being weak, they were not able to fight it, and they succumbed to it, and their body was overcome by some smallpox, some flu, some the virus, some Ebola, those contagious diseases. But here, fast forward a couple of decades, most people today are no longer dying from communicable diseases, but what would call non-communicable diseases, such as the diabetes, the arthritis, the Alzheimer's, people suffering from cardiovascular diseases, the cancers, fibroids, fibromyalgia, thyroid-related problems. A lot of people are being affected by glands, hormonal type issues. A lot of people are being affected by prostate type issues. People have all kind of different infections in their body that are caused by a compromised immune system, you know. So we have today, however, what might be a very unique situation. that a mixture of communicable and non-communicable diseases has hit us one time in a dramatic way. That as much as people are dying a lot from, chronic diseases, it's like it is being pushed on the back burner, and that the focus is now on this virus and variants of this virus that is creating havoc in every economy. There was a time when there were contagious diseases, but it was located in certain geographical locations. Now, every nook and cranny, from baby to granny, are stressed out over this. What is this doing to the world, you believe, Dr. Denise?
This is bringing on a psychological and physiological connection with the body, because no longer the system is able to sustain. And what it is bringing on, it is causing a lot of inflammation arising in the body. And, people hear inflammation and they think it's a word that is not, it's just a word. Yeah, we always hear inflammation.
Yes.
Inflammation is good, but when it's over inflammation in the system, it can kill you. And what it is happening, we are seeing now the connection, the mental connection with your human microbiome. Now, in times gone by, as you said, is only now coming to the forefront when all of these things are beginning to arise in the human body. They are no longer looking at, it has been in studies, yes, that the system in terms of getting a chronic condition or disease because of certain things, but that has been in the making since hundreds of years ago. Even in the 19th century, the 18th century, and even the beginning of times, you would see people use herbs. They will use different remedies, formulations to get well. And the Western medicine, the Eastern side now, it has overtaken the Eastern side, and that is why we have been, in that formation. It has changed the way nutrition is feeded into the body. No longer we are feeding our body with nutrition, but we are feeding our body with plastic, all these foods, the modified foods, GMO foods, and so forth. We are not feeding our body with nutrition anymore. And everything is easy on the go. Microwaves, has taken that. We have packed foods we just put into and heat up and eat. And all of those things has destroyed our human microbiome, our microbes in our body. The microbial organisms that once live and survive in our body on raw foods and foods that we can, cook to sustain life is no longer that. It's all about artificial something we are putting in our systems, and our microbiome doesn't eat artificial. It doesn't eat plastics. It doesn't eat preservatives. And that is why we have come to this degenerated state. So I have to really pull back in. It's not the virus that is killing us, It's our own microbes that's killing us, because guess what? We have programmed our microbes to become destructive within our body by putting in the things that we are putting. And it's not only food, is emotionally, is physically, is spiritually, is everything that we have been putting in our system. So no longer we have to, the thought concept is, okay, if I eat well, I will be well. It has to go through the total thinking man's filter, mind, body, and spirit. And once we recognize that, that in turn is going to change the way in which our cells activate and alters. Because as you walk into a negative atmosphere, your lymphatic system goes into a negative. And these are the changes that happens within the blood cells, because the consciousness of your body is in your blood. And that is what it happens. It carries all these elements in the plasma of the blood. And when these plasma, the cells are changed by your consciousness, it causes a reaction to your physiological and psychological part of your being. And that is why we have been looking at and observing. That's why in everything, they put you to do a blood spill before anything they can diagnose. And why? Is because what they see in the blood, but it goes deeper than blood. It's bacteria, it's microbial, is all of these somatids that we call, which is the life force in the cell, causes the changes. And in modern medicine today, they are now realizing that traditional medicine is what we need. And now they are trying to marry the two, because if you would notice that now it is mandatory that you study 5 years of herbal remedies, herbal formulations in medicine now. Whereas in the earlies, it was just a little bit about 3 years, you just touch on it. And, every pharmaceutical drug is formulated with a herbal or a nutraceutical formulation, but it is so tiny in the minuscule that it is not able to break in. And that is why, I was listening to a documentary yesterday, and one of the doctors was saying, that, these vaccinations, now I don't want to be a for or against vaccines, but I'm going to just put a point out here, that vaccinations don't stop you from getting the virus or even from transmitting a virus. These viruses live within us. These viruses live symbiotically with us. From all the viruses that we have hit, we could name them. It lives with us. All it is doing is trying to understand the human virome and how it can adapt to our own habitat in where it's lived. And it's what we feed it, it's what's going to change it, or it's going to, if I should use the word, mutate into something dangerous to you or something that can live with you and give you life. That's all it is. And we have been living with these for the last 20,000 plus years. These viruses are not new on the earth. It has been with us under the sun. Leviticus 6:9 says it, right? But what we have to understand is how you can live with it and put it in check then, in layman terms, so that your body can live to the life that you needed to live. And the doctor was saying, he said, we don't make money over vaccines, unlike what we have been hearing. Yes and no, there are pros and cons to that. I'm not going to get into that. But what the money is really made from in the pharmaceutical industry is the prescription drugs. That is what they will push to make the majority of their money on, because you are constantly a part of the system. You have high blood pressure, you need to get all the 4 types or the 10 types of drugs that goes with high blood pressure, diabetics, and so forth. So this is where we are at in our stage of life. Back over to you, Master Clive, because I know time is going and we need to get these people in to talk about their situations.
Yes, so we can start lining up the persons to share testimonies. Who do you want to bring on first before I move on to something else? Do you have anybody in particular?
I'm trying to see who I have on. All right, anybody who is on this call tonight that would like to shine in, Anastasia or anybody who has been talking to me concerning, they have been having some experiences with the formulations that they have been using, anything at all, please shining. June, Kelly, I know you there from, please shining, because we need to hear you. We need to hear you. Just say your name, unmute your mic, and Carol Primus, I know. Okay, I'm going to call Carol on.
Anastasia here.
Yes. Okay, Anastasia. After you speak, we'll have Carol. You're in next, my dear lady. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everybody. This is my experience with the Sankey products. I have no health issues, but I'm an athlete, I'm a marathon runner. And since using the products, I've noticed, in better performance. Like I started using the products last year, June. Last year, October, November, I participated in the New York Marathon virtually. And at the time, we would decide to run it. We only had like 10 weeks to train, and marathon training is like at least 16 weeks. And, I reluctantly decided to train, and let me just go back a little bit. In June, I was suffering from a back injury. I had a really bad fall. I was having really bad back pains and spasms. And I started using the products. I started with Bolage and Chronovi, and in about 3 days, I noticed a difference. There was no more pain, no more spasms, because I wasn't even sleeping at night. They were so bad. And like I say, fast forward to the marathon, I ran a 19-minute personal record, which was, amazing. I was like, wow, I only had minimal training because of the lockdowns and the pandemic and so forth. And I can only say it was the Sankey products because, I felt more energized. I had more energy. And I've noticed as well, if I drink the Bolage and Inner 7 prior to my training runs, I don't have to drink as much water. I'm finding I'm drinking less water because I don't feel, I wouldn't say dehydrated, but I just don't feel the need to drink as much. So that's telling me that, my hydration is being serviced by the Bolage, especially. So that's my testimony from a healthy side of it. Like I said, as an athlete, I find that my performance is better, and I'm now training for 2 marathons coming up next month, and I'm feeling my energy is really up there. I no longer have to take the energy gels because I'm getting my energy from the products. I take all 4 products. Hasaki, Chronovi, Bolage, and Inner 7.
Wow.
I'd also like to add my daughter, well, she's special needs, but every month she would complain when it's time for a period. Every month she would complain, hold her stomach really bad, cramping pains.
Mm-hmm.
I give her the Chronovi, Bolage, and Inner 7. I mix all 3 together and give them to her, and she no longer complains of pain. So I'm very happy with that as well. So that's my testimony, my experience with using the products.
Wow, that is so amazing, because what it really does, it brings down the inflammation. That's why you don't get pain. And a lot of persons who have had arthritic conditions, all the itis and, all of these problems, the inflammation is being brought down. So the pain is no longer. And we must understand, in stages of healing, you go through 4 stages, the homeostasis stage, the inflammatory stage, then you go through the proliferative stage and the maturation stage. And a lot of persons who, you are just using it for energy. You really have no complaints, but you want vitality, you want energy, and you just want to be maintained. And this is what happens with the body. So you can be a healthy person, have no chronic conditions or issues, and still be on the products. It's just going to make you become more superhuman. And as Anastasia said, she's, more energy, more vitalized. And that is what, we'll talk about the products as we get in later down. I see beautiful Donnelly. Miss Donnelly is on now. So she's going to kind of take over in between with Master Clive here as well. So I would like to bring on the next one. Carol. Are you out there, my beautiful lady from St. Vincent?
Yes,
Let's hear you. Yes, darling. Good night.
Good night. Good night, everyone. I myself, I think I'm going to share what's Anastasia. I think we're in the same boat. I've started taking the products, I think it's July. I took all of the products, 1 month supply so far, and I've really noticed a difference in terms of my energy level. Now, I am not sick, say. I really started taking it because I have fibroid. I still have to give it time to see how that would go. But what I've noticed is that when I walk, I exercise every morning. And if you know St. Vincent, we are very mountainous and I have to climb hills. And previously, sometimes I would have to stop between to catch my breath. But I noticed after taking these products, I'm even out walking my husband. Sometimes we were on the road and I pass and I say, wait for the man now, wait for the man. But that time I don't gone, don't knock it out. So I'm saying, boy, this is really something. And again, I noticed with the Cranute, when I take it, when I get up on mornings, let's say I get up at 5, I am not sleepy, I am not cranky, I am getting up full, wide awake. So I know that's something that these products they're doing. Also the Hasaki, I use it as a meal replacement. I'm a principal, so when I get into school, I'm very busy. So sometimes I will take it for lunch or breakfast, and I am not hungry at all until it is time for me to really get something to eat. And also it curbs my appetite. I find that I don't overeat. If I eat something, take my portions, and I am not inclined to go on again. When I'm filled, that's it. So I think these products, they really, I don't think, I know they really work. My mom, who is, well, she is a senior, so she is not too au fait with Zoom, so she don't normally come on this thing, but she swear by these products after just taking it for 1 month, because she is diabetic, and for the first in a very long time, her level went down to 7, which is the accepted level, I think. So, and the thing about it too, when our products finished, we have a problem with shipping. Amerijet didn't come for 2 or 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. So we are out of products for about 3 to 4 weeks. Mind you, we feel like fish out of water because we really need them. But what we noticed is that we're not, our body didn't reverse. My weight is still at the same. I'm still maintaining my weight. I am still maintaining my energy level because I am still walking. I am still sleeping well and getting up fresh. So I think these products, we are onto something here. That's my testimony.
Wow, that's the power of nanotechnology, because as Master Clive will talk about the metabolite in such a sensual way and passionate way, 596 metabolites, and that's why it curbs the appetite, because it gives the body the enough nutrition that it needs in the gut so that it can do its digestive breakdown and absorption. So hence the reason why you will feel full until a meal again. And these are some of the things that these products do. Okay, back over to you, Master Clive, Nurse Donnelly, Queen Donnelly. You guys have the floor.
Okay, just want to make sure that if anybody is wanting to shine in with sharing a testimony, this is the time that you can do that. So you can raise your hand or just unmute your microphone and start sharing now. We're not going to be asking for too many more times. So right now, if you're going to share.
I'm here.
Okay, go ahead for me. Who's this, please?
Queen June Kelly.
Hey, Lady Kelly, bless you.
Hi, good night. Good night. I know Dr. Joy, Dr. Denise called me out already, so I have to come out.
Yes.
So why Sankey? Why now? I got into this business in April because of a friend of mine. I was looking for help for her to lose weight. And within 24 hours, somebody sent me the Zoom link to come on. And since then, I was hooked because I realized I needed this for me. From what I heard King Clive, how he explained about the microbiome. I had discoloration around my eyes, and I couldn't understand why. Whenever I'm stressed or tired, it will get really dark, and there'll be something that come over my eyes. And within the first day of me taking it, I realized that my skin, the coloration started to adjust. And within a matter of a few weeks, my husband said, June, you don't have to, your face is clearing up. And so that was one for me. The next thing was my sleep. If I fall asleep, go to bed too early, and I get up, I cannot sleep, and I was very tired. The Chrono Fire
will put me to bed. And even if I had gotten up to go and use the washroom when I came back, I just continued and pick up from where I left off. And so for me also, recently I do a lot of computer work. I am in charge of a team. I work with a government office, and it has been very hectic, and mentally, sometimes I'm so mentally get so tired, I can't focus. I will stop, and I remember drinking the Balaj. And from within a matter of an hour, my thoughts pattern, my mind, it feels like if a fog was lifting. And I was able to calm down and was able to focus again. And so this is just my own, but I know from my niece in Trinidad who's gotten the products and taking it, there wasn't a way that she had a growth on somewhere on her neck. And only to find out that the growth on her neck as she continued to take it, she's a nurse in Trinidad, the growth started to dissolve around her neck. So there is a lot of testimonies out there, and we really need to come out and just let people know what these products are doing. And for me, I am just talking about it everywhere I go, and just talking about what these products can do, and not only the products, how long, for 40 years, and the history of it. I love these products, and I will always push it because it's very effective. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Okay.
There is one person on this call, Master Clive, that I would like to shine in. I'm not sure if she's going to, but I'm going to call her name out. Lisa Thompson, Brathwaite. I know you have fantastic testimonies, not even from yourself and others. Would you unmute and just shine in for us tonight, my dear lady out of Canada?
Yes, good night.
Good night to you.
I nearly didn't answer. Yeah. Hi, good night, everyone. You all hearing me clearly?
Yes, we are. Go right ahead, Queen.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my little testimony is I was invited onto the microbiome call at a point where I was in a lot of pain. I was in a lot of pain with my stomach. And I got the call and they said, come on and hear this. I said, what it is? They said, come on, just come on and see. And I said, okay, and I came on. And that was the best decision that I made in my life. When I came off the call, I called the person and I signed up. One time, I didn't hesitate. I didn't want to hear about tomorrow. I didn't want to wait until the end of the month. I didn't want I had to fix a car, or I had to go and do my nails, or had to do, my health was the most important thing to me. And they said that I had a bad bacteria and I was given antibiotics, which I didn't want to take because since from small, my body always rejected medication. So it's like, it was always a no-no for me. But I was told that this is the only way that I could have gotten rid of the bacteria. And I did what they said very hesitantly. And the bacteria was gone, but I was getting pain in my stomach. It was feeling like if oh my God, these chest pains, but it was really in my stomach. And they did an endoscopy and they said that I had inflammation and that area was red. And they wanted to put me on more medication. And I said, would this cure what it is? And they said, no, it wouldn't cure it. You know, just keep taking it. I said, well, why should I keep taking something? I come into you to get better. I don't want to assist nothing. I don't want to manage something that I have. I want it to be gone. And the doctor said, you know, just take it for 3 months, 1 pill a day for 3 months. And in the time that I was taking it, I wasn't really feeling the pain. But the day that I stopped, the next day, or I think was the same night, was pain galore. Pain galore. And I said to the doctor called, and I called the doctor, and the doctor said, she said, let me prescribe a different one for you. And I said, no, it's okay, I'm not going to take it. And I'm only drinking ginger tea, and you know, you're just trying to just stop and ease, because I don't even want to take pain medication. So when I got the call to come on the Zoom, I just came on because I was in pain at the time and I had nothing to do, so I came on. And when I heard King Clyde saying what he was saying, I knew instinctively this is what I was looking for. I knew what he was saying was the gospel truth. This is what was wrong. This is what I needed to fix. I needed to fix my gut. I needed to fix my stomach. I needed to reverse. I needed to have things reversed. And I never regretted that decision, because just what the Ballad said, it went into my system immediately. And I had a reaction to that. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even have a clue what these formulas really did. But they taught me and they showed me what they do. Because the way my body reacted and responded, I swear that it had to be something out of this world. And you know what? I don't live without my products. I don't want to know about next month and down the road and how long I have to take it. As long as I have a body and my body needs food for my cells, I will be taking these formulas. And because of what it did for me and what it's still doing, even my grandchildren, all my grandchildren are on the formulas. All of my grandchildren. Today they're fighting me because I mix my Ballage and I mix my Inner 7 and I throw some Canoe in it, and they're fighting me, they're drinking it down. They say, we want the Ballage, we drink the Ballage. Minky, they call me Minky, and they're drinking it, they love it. So anybody on this call who wondering and thinking, don't think too long. This is exactly what your body needs. I have a body, you have a body. And your body wants one thing, my body wants something else. And it gives whatever your body needs. That is what it does, what your body needs. So please get on the formulas. Stop thinking and processing. Get on it. You see, and I understand, Dr. Denise, you see a lot of people have bought into so many things and the counters full of it, that when the real come, you're really hesitant because you don't, you know, it must be addressed. No, but this is the real deal. So people, if it worked for me, try it. It would work for you. Thank you, Dr. Denise. Back to you.
Dr. Denise, if I must chime in here. I must chime in here. Lisa, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that testimony and some words that you said. You know, you told the doctors, why do I have to keep on taking something to make me better? And it's not making, you know, it's just keeping at the same thing and it's not making me better. All it, you know, all it's doing is dealing with the symptoms. And see, with Sankey Global and its products, we don't just go looking for symptoms when this product, and you said something that it knocks your body out. You are awesome, Lisa. This product maps your body out to actually try and reverse, recover, and restore what went wrong.
You know something, Nurse Adderley? You see, a lot of times, and people have to understand and know exactly what they want for themselves. They have to know what, you really have to know what you want for yourself. Because if my body is reacting a certain way and I'm feeling sick and I know things not right in my body, would I put, it's all about what your priorities are. Because a lot of people walking around dressed to the nines. They have the best handbag, the best shoes, the shoes matching the dress, matching the mask, matching the weave. Everything is on fleek. But you're walking corpses.
Look good on the outside, but destructive on the inside.
So we have to really know what is the priority. Because when your car feels sick, you're carried by the mechanic. And it shuts down when you keep leaving it in disrepair, it shuts down. So then why are you treating your body in this way? That you have
and like for instance, like
a distributor,
Lisa,
and I do not try to convince anybody on these formulas. You want your health?
Like Lisa, if you have, yes. And one thing I want to say, if you have a BMW or Mercedes, right? That's what your body, a BMW or a Mercedes. And the thing about it is, the creator of the car, the maker of the car, the person who designed the Mercedes or the BMW says, guess what? This is the brand oil that you need to put in the vehicle, correct? You decide to not take the car to the dealer, and Mercedes and BMWs, they need to go to the dealer. They don't need to go to what we call in the Caribbean a bush mechanic. All right, they need to go to the dealer, and the dealer of our bodies is Jesus, the Christ. And the thing about it is, Jesus said our bodies were created to heal itself, and the leaves of the trees are for the healing of the nation. But then, guess what? We want to put other stuff in our bodies. But see, sometimes, yes, I'm not saying I'm cutting the doctor's medication, because some of us, our bodies have gone so bad that guess what? We need the doctor's medication, but it doesn't mean that you have to stay on the physician's medicine, because the good Lord has created something for us, for our bodies, for our Mercedes, our BMW, to stop again, to start saying broom, like how Dr. Brudan is saying, for that engine to start purring, broom. You understand? But guess what? It's to actually, see, the BMW and the Mercedes, the oil for that engine may be more costly. You understand? But why you could get rims and put it on the outside of that car and get some cheap oil and put it in the engine? Guys, what Lisa is saying is so simple. Why would you get the rims to put on that BMW and buy cheap oil to put it in your engine? You're gonna try and get the best oil. So we're just telling you, the products here at Sankey Global was actually designed for your body, for the model, for the make and model of your body, to help put your body in homeostasis. Lisa, you are, girl, I loving you. I loving you. Look here, Denise, you're doing a good job. So back to you, Denise. Dr. Denise, she's there? Okay, seems like Dr. Denise.
Look like Dr. Denise might be multitasking a bit, Nurse Adelaide. Well, I think if there is nobody else to share testimony, we will need to go into the products of persons who are coming on the call to hear the products, might see why persons are getting these results. So if Dr. Denise doesn't come now, or Marva, are you the person manning the slides, please? Or could you put up the
No, I'll
slides?
put on
Oh,
the
okay, you are.
slides. Yeah.
Okay, good, good, good. Just
Right.
asking to double check, Dr. Denise, was there anybody else earmarked for sharing a testimony? You don't want to leave them out, just in case. Was anybody else? Mhm. I shared the 4 products with a doctor about 3 weeks ago. And he called me this evening to say that he's feeling the best he has felt in a long time. It's not that he's a sickly person, but him can know when something working because he spoke about mental clarity, mental alertness, mental energy, and an overall sense of well-being. The little needling pains and discomforts in the joints and the little low feelings. I wonder if anybody here I'm talking. Everybody have problems with cancer, diabetes, or severe pain, the little discomforts here and there that giving them a touch of the senior moments while they are still juniors. And so persons are happy to know that they can get on with their lives again, because some persons are wondering if they'll ever begin to feel like themselves again. Then all of a sudden that pain is gone. That little pain right below the navel there, so for years it is gone. Ladies who usually have some serious period pains and cramps, they're not feeling those anymore. They're having their periods, but the discomfort is not as severe and they can get on with their lives. The headaches are no longer there. The constant headache and the migraines are no longer there. Ladies are saying that their periods feel like as if it is regulated. It's not 7 days or 14 days. It's 5 days and such like. And they say, wait, what's really happening here? So we are very grateful that people are saying they're even sleeping better and they have a better control over going to the bathroom. Sometimes when people are going on a journey for 2 hours, they have to ask the driver to stop at 3-4 times and run go look bathroom. They say, no, then they say, gone. Them use bathroom at them house, go up on the road, go to them business, and come back at them house and use the bathroom. Even that, is a very significant thing, because some people, they might have a GPS. Where is the nearest bathroom? 3-4 times before they go back home. And all of a sudden, they are able now to contain themselves and restrain themselves from needing to go look for bathroom all the time. So I just thought I'd say that. Now, do we talk about the products now, Dr. Denise?
Yes, let's go right into it, Clive. You would like to take on the Belage and your Hasaki?
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, is this product here? This was the first product made by the company Sankey Global through its partner Sankey Mayor in Japan. This is a nice looking box. We have rosemary and olive, and we have a sample of the product right at the front of the box. But here it is. Orisod enzyme is now Orisod enzyme 5. It is capable of acting on the inside of cells and mitochondria. And what this product is made from, olive and rosemary, turmeric and spirulina. But it acts on where? The inside of your cell. And I'm happy to report to persons that just as how you're accustomed to be using rag, water, and soap, etc., to cleanse your body 2 or 3 times per day for some persons, this product now cleanses the inside of your body by going on the inside of your cell and removing all the heavy metals, the toxins, and all those debris that would lodge in your cell and cause inflammation. And a cell that is inflamed is an unhealthy, unhappy, diseased cell. Can you imagine your cell is now able to breathe again? If we use a George Floyd analogy, that you can imagine it feel as if something is choking you, a knee is in your neck, and all of a sudden you scream out and say, Lord, take it out of my neck. And all of a sudden, a product comes along and begin to ease that leg out of your neck, and you begin to breathe again, waiting to exhale. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what this product Belage does for individuals. It allows you at a cellular level to become healthy again, because the cell is controlled by what they call the mitochondria. You see that word there. The mitochondria is what generate the energy for the cell. And we are learning that the dry weight of your body is approximately 70% mitochondria. The engine, which is also a battery that stores energy for the cell. Now, the truth be told is that many of us, we have damaged mitochondria and we're not producing the right amount of energy for the cells. And that is why cells are malfunctioning. Can you imagine now that you are once again producing the right amount of energy for your cells? So your bodies, that mitochondria maintain the metabolism of the cell. The cell is healthy cells communicate with one another beside it and ensure that all the cells in the environment are healthy and are feeling well. So if that is happening in your pancreas, inside of your liver, talking about your liver, ladies and gentlemen, if it's one thing you need to do every time you eat, you need to protect your liver and the cells of your liver, because many of us, even slim people, have fatty liver disease. Your liver fat, we have burdened our livers. We have eaten poorly for our liver and it's damaged. But ladies and gentlemen, here comes a product that is 100% natural, that strengthens what? Your immune system. Do we need a strong immune system? This product, ladies and gentlemen, has been clinically proven to help your immune system to be as healthy as it can be to fight whatever it needs to fight. It increases energy production that we're talking about. It reactivates natural antioxidants in your body. And of course, to remind ourselves, antioxidants are what? Fight free radicals, which are generated inside of your body from many of the toxins that you eat and the bad food that you are eating. So here is a product now that is able to neutralize the free radicals that are happening inside of your body by causing a production of superoxide dismutase and glutathione, which is your body's own natural antioxidant, and rev it up 4 times the amount of activity than the great vitamin E. It improves hydration at the cellular level. Many persons' cells are dehydrated and therefore becomes malfunctional. Here's a product that ensures that you are pulling the water into your cells, it's rehydrated, and the cells are happy and healthy. And it decreases fat and sugar and improve blood circulation. Ladies and gentlemen, we know the importance of blood being circulated. Many men need to understand the importance of blood being circulated. Because of blood not being circulated, many men have lost their jobs. Many men have been made redundant in the bedroom. Many men can only sit on the stool and look at their wives or their spouses, because worse if they get a stroke or a mild stroke or a mild heart attack, the things are compromised in the body. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to report to you, old time something come back again. When you take this product, Belage, it clears blood vessels, it causes blood to flow, and things that were weak become strong. Things that were not used for a long time, usefulness come again. And things are happening again, ladies and gentlemen, and the bedroom is a happier place, because if the man is happy, he's making his spouse happy, and things are happening. So I'm happy to report to you, with blood flow, all kind of things happen. The world is a better place, and you are a better person. I probably need to shift this slightly, Lady Denise, and talk about the next one. Is it Asaki coming up next?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, nourishment for the body, restore the body. Now, Kevin Shodo, in his book, Natural Cures, They Don't Want You to Know About, tells us that one of the reasons why people are catching a disease or developing a disease in their body is because of nutrient deficiency. He mentioned electromagnetic chaos, too many toxins in the body, and stress. So he talked about nutrient deficiency. You know, it is possible to eat your belly full but still hungry. Ask Bob Marley, he said that. Many people are in a bad habit of eating, not because they can eat it, it means that it is food. So we're eating a lot of stuff, but this part of the body, the colon, where 39 trillion live microbes are living, say, where is the nutrient? I say trailer load of food coming in, but where is the nutrient? Where are the nutrients? So food is lacking nutrient today. It's refined, acidic, and processed. That makes it poisonous, inflammatory, and nutrient lacking. No matter how much food you eat, if no nutrient not in it, the body will be starved, ladies and gentlemen. This product, Asaki, we call it King Asaki, has a Bovia technology in it. that is revolutionary, that contains 596 different metabolites, ladies and gentlemen. These metabolites are made because the Japanese scientists have been studied their Okinawans, the longest living people on the planet and the healthiest living people on the planet. They realize a secret that these microbes in the gut, if you don't feed them, everywhere is war. So we have made a product in Bovia, with Bovia in it, called so that these products with metabolites can now nourish, feed every single microbe in your gut, in your body, and they perform the roles that they are supposed to perform. Many of us didn't realize that microbes play a critical role in our body, and we have been trying to get rid of them. But ladies and gentlemen, don't make no duppy fool you. No matter who and how qualified the person is, don't pay nobody to help you to poison your microbes. Don't have no bad blood relationship with your microbe. Don't fight your microbe. All I would say in 2 words, stop it. Stop it. If you have a bad relationship with your microbes and you're trying to poison them off, don't do it with medication, with antibiotics, with bad food, with alcohol, with cigarette smoking and stress. Stop it, because in doing so, you're poisoning your own self, slow poison your own self. And if you damage microbes, you damage yourself. This is the most intelligent product on the planet because it feeds all the 110 trillion cells inside of your body. And if only some of your 110 trillion cells are fed, Bob Marley said, everywhere is war. War in the east, war in the west, war up north, war down south. You're going to have diabetes, arthritis, you're going to have cancer, fibroids, fibromyalgia, thyroid problem, hair problem, skin problem, gut problem, back problem, all kind of problem. Because if bacteria are not happy, you can't sleep good. That's why some people can't sleep. They sleep, and as them start sleep, then wake up and dream all kind of nightmare. Because guess what? Your microbes are unhappy. The night and the day you begin to feed your microbe well, you sleep like a baby. Because them start to watch over you and protect you and maintain your body so that your liver repair at the right time. Your heart and blood vessel repair at the right time. They go into your brain and repair your brain. Ladies and gentlemen, this product nourishes the microbiota. And therefore, your body is a happy, healthy place. It improves protein absorption by 20%. Many people as they age, they do not absorb protein well. Here is a product that guarantees you're absorbing 20% more protein in your body for protein to do things in a body that only protein can do. It increases the oxidation of fat because some of us, we need to melt away fat from certain places and deal with the bad cholesterol issues and maintain a proper fat level around our organ. Even slim people, you might think they're all right because only fat people have fat problem. But guess what? There's a thing called tofu. You might be thin on the outside, but you might be fat on the inside. And fat might wrap up around your liver, wrap up around your heart, wrap up around your lungs, and you can't even breathe well. So we have to get rid of the excess fat. This product knows how to recurve, shape your body and curve your body and get rid of the excess of fat, and cause your body to and your lungs to breathe well again, and you start think smart again. It sustained proper weight management. All the weight we're trying to lose, all the gym you're going to, you go gym uptown, you go gym downtown, you go gym all around town. You take slim fast, you take slim slow, and I know you still can't lose the weight. You climb the step, you go down the step. You do all kind of thing, you run, you jog, you push up. Guess what? A certain strains of bacteria we need to attract in the gut. Akkermansia mucinifolia and his friends, and they will give you proper weight management. And this product provides vital energy to the trillions of mitochondria. Friends, if you know what I know, you don't allow this week to end and you don't have a sake in your blender and you put banana in it and papaya with it, I put berries in it and you make a real replacement from it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know what I know, you get this product inside of your body, because we know that death begins in the gut. Death begins in the gut. Hippocrates said it 2,500 years ago. Modern science prove it even today. If death begins in the gut, are you 20% dead? Are you 50% dead? Are you 70% dead? If in case you're dying slowly, my suggestion to you, drink the Asaki and reverse death and destruction inside of your gut. repair your microbiome, repair your gut, fix leaky gut syndrome, and fix those things inside of your body. God of mercy, ladies and gentlemen, this product is the product that you need. Some people telling me that they mix this product with spinach and ginger, with the asaki, and all, and they feel merry. Ladies and gentlemen, we have something. And I got to behave myself, I know, but I tell you what Baby Sham say. But at least I'll tell you what Bounty Killer would say. If you go to bed tonight and keep on doing it for the rest of the month, you're living dangerously. So ladies and gentlemen, live happily, not dangerously. Back over to you, Dr. Denise.
My, the poet of health. You couldn't do this any better. All right, next we're going to have the inner seven, and then we're going to have Nurse Donnelly talk about her baby, the Fire. Now, the inner seven, folks, is the essential minerals for the body: magnesium, sodium, potassium, zinc, selenium, copper, to name a few. Over 60 plus minerals in that formulation there. And what minerals does, it balance and connect the body. It is food for the cells. Without minerals in your cells, your body cannot digest, metabolize, or even have energy displacing throughout the lymphatic system. Helps to build healthy T cells and B cells, NK cells, your natural killer cells, to fight any inflammation and infection that may come into the system. Magnesium is one of the fourth most abundant mineral in the body. It's 66% of it is found in the bones, 33% in the skeletal and cardiac muscle. Folks, it helps to restructure and connect connective tissues in the body. What is the connective tissues? That it is what it says, connective, joining the muscles and tissues together to have strength within the muscular walls and the arterial vessels in the body, to help with even repair and reversing and recovering and restoring the body from diseased and damaged bone structure and skeletal and muscle structure. All right, ligaments, torn ligaments. It also helps in terms of the autoimmune diseases. Do you know why it's called autoimmune? When the doctor cannot identify what the disease is in the body, it is labeled as autoimmune. So MS, lupus, and all of these, scleroderma, and all of these is what is labeled autoimmune. All right. So the magnesium helps in all of those conditions and issues, bringing back balance to the cells within the body so that it can work at the mitochondrial level to regulate homeostasis within the system. It also acts as a natural anti-stress agent. In today's world, many are stressed out with everything that is going on the planet right now. So it helps in terms of regulating the pineal gland and helping the body to relax itself, cortisol, balance the cortisol hormone for stress activities, also attracts water to the intestines. So as it is digested, and reduces constipation as well. It also helps with bladder infection, cystitis, prevalent caused by the bacteria E. coli in the system, all right? Calcium helps to reduce the body's acidity. When the body becomes acidic, it draws from the fingernails, the hair, the skin to keep the body alkaline, the blood alkaline. Just as the blood gives you life, it can take it from you as well. So we must have balance within the blood system. It's not only good for teeth and bones, but calcium also is good for regenerating and oxygenating the red blood cells, also building red blood cells in the bone marrow, and also strengthening the veins and arterial vessels. Selenium has the effect on vitamin C. So it regenerates and protects at microcirculation level. How many of us are getting circulation at the micro level? Those are the small, tiny blood vessels, capillaries, and all of that you find, tingling, pins and needles when, you sit too long, or the foot stays in a certain place too long. It means that the veins there are not getting enough oxygen to move the blood flow through. Those little valves get degenerated, and when they get weakened, we have these issues, swelling in the lower part, extremities of the feet, and so forth. All right. Potassium regulates the heart and muscles and promotes smooth transition of signals along the nerve endings. Many of you who suffers from degenerated nerve tissues, damaged spinal injuries, you may have, in the enhanced metacarpal syndrome and all of these things, the nerve endings, fibromyalgia. myalgia and all of these issues, the nerves are degenerated, all of these things, potassium helps to regulate. It also helps in the parathyroids and thyroids regulating, because if that is not regulating properly to metabolize, you might find that you get palpitations of the heart, irregular heartbeats, arrhythmias, and it is not necessarily a heart condition you have. Your potassium levels just run low and the body is not regulating it in the proper dosages that it needs. All right, now you definitely when you're going to get a heart attack. So please, folks, don't go jump to magnesium and potassium when that situation, which please call the ambulance and get yourself to the nearest hospital. When the body goes through certain degenerative stages, all right, you in an accident, your gut falling out, you're not going to somebody who will help plaster it up, and you need a surgeon. So in these cases, there are a lot of people that goes on the extreme. All right, so you need somebody who needs to do that. A doctor can sew you up and get that gut back inside your stomach there. Zinc also helps to break down inflammation, build the immune system as well. Prostate health, prostatitis syndrome, inflamed prostate, enlarged prostate, persons who have, cancerous prostate and all of that, adenocarcinomas and all of that. It helps to shrink that and bring balance to the degenerative cells, regulated. So what we are saying, folks, at nanotechnology, nanoparticles, it actually hits and target the disease cell within the body. And this is what this formulation does. It actually targets the disease part in the system to bring it back to homeostasis, meaning that it comes to a wellness state where the body can function and do what it needs to do on its own. And last but not least, copper regulates the blood cholesterol. So we must understand the power of what we have in our hands, just to name a few of what these minerals do. Because if we go to talk about all these 4 formulations, we're going to stay here all night explaining these wonderful products. So next screen, the queen of sleep, Nurse Donnelly. Are you out there, my beautiful queen? This is your baby.
Making that again. Yes, this is my baby, the queen of sleep, Renew Fire. Guys, look here. Tonight, for you distributors and you customers who are on the line, after this call, especially Marva, that, hey, you got to go to bed with a warm cup of Renew Fire. The Renew Fire has so many components to it that makes up the ONR. And the ONR is made up of green tea, and it's caffeine-free. Every time I have to say that, it's caffeine-free. It also has the bacteria from the olive, black beans, and rosemary. And this component made up the ONR. But the 4 of those components have been used for thousands of years to actually help persons to sleep. And it also has the hormone that is supposed to be produced by the pineal gland when you sleep. That hormone is the melanin from the black beans. Now, guys, don't go look for these stuff, put them in a pot and boil them or eat them, because guess what? You're still not going to get the same effect like what you get here at Psyche Global, because we said earlier, as Dr. Denise said, and King Clive, we use nanobiotechnology with an advanced delivery system, and it took 40 years. So we are ahead of everything else you see out there. 40 years to create these products. So don't think in 5 minutes you could take some bush and put them together and drink it, and you're gonna come up with what we have here at Psyche Global. No way, no how, because the formula is also patented. So you can't make it. All right. So also, we're supposed to go through the stages and the cycles of sleep. We're supposed to go through the 5 stages of sleep and then cycle that 4 to 6 times at night. No, half of us on the line don't do that. And so Renew Fire is here to assist you with that. So you have to come with the sleep call to actually hear some more about sleep and insomnia. And those of you who think you're sleeping, but when you get up in the morning, you slept for 8 hours. That's funny. how somebody can sleep for 6 to 8 hours, and when they get up, they're still tired. They still have cracks in their back. Their legs are hurting. They feel like, oh my God, like a log, because you did not sleep, honey. Your eyes might have been closed, but you didn't sleep. But we have something for you called Renew Fire. Now, the product is actually 100% natural. It reduces carbohydrates and sugar and sugar absorption, and that is extremely good for those of you who are trying to lose weight this time. And in this times, you know, obesity is something that we really need to get to those persons, to target those persons, to lose some pounds, because we found out that in, you know, this crazy thing that's going on now, this pandemic, those who are obese, they are at the high risk, you know, of this pandemic. So we need to actually assist those persons in shedding some of those pounds, because what happens is that when you have all this weight on you, it you know, you know, you have breathing issues. The fat interferes with us if we're trying to resuscitate you. The fat is not good. It's not good at all. And so we ask in persons, get the Renew Fire, because it will help you to absorb and reduce those carbohydrates and those sugars that you take into the day with the foods. And especially most of us on this line, you know, we are what you call Caribbean people. So, you know, we like our peas and rice, and we like our starches, our sweet potatoes, our yams, our eddies, our potatoes, you know, macaroni and cheese, you know, we like them kind of things. So the Renew Fire is here to help, even though we're not supposed to eat those things or eat those things in moderation. It's also good for the diabetic to help to actually reduce the amount of sugar that is in the blood. Now, it increases thermogenesis to reduce fatty tissue. So thermogenesis is the process by which the body heats up to burn fat. All right, so yes, we need this in our system. And some of us believe, oh boy, I don't have any stomach. Not because you don't have any stomach means that you're not obese, because we talked about last night about the BMI. And if you're over 25% over your BMI, you're obese, okay? Now, it protects against gastric oxidation. It supports metabolism. Once you're over 30, your metabolism slows down, whether you like it or not. So we need something to help us with that. And it supports proper metabolic function. When you hear the word metabolic, you know, our food is supposed to break down into different enzymes. And some of us, and as King Clive said, with the metabolites, we need those metabolites in our gut to actually for our guts to do justice to our body when we actually ingest food for the proper metabolic function, so that things can go, what needs to go to the brain can go to the brain, what needs to go to the muscle can go to the muscle, what needs to go to the bones can go to the bones. See, this is how the body works. What needs to go to the cartilage goes to the cartilage. What needs to go to the nervous system goes to the nervous system. That's the metabolic function of the body. Yeah, this thing is deep. And so with the ONR from the Renew Fire is known to be anti-glycemic, whereas it actually reduces the blood sugar in the blood for those, you know, who are diabetic or who are suffering or who are pre-diabetic or diabetic, you know, or severe diabetes. You know, I've been using this in my practice for persons, especially with wound care, because most persons with diabetes, 80% of them end up with wounds, and it's due to the fact that there's no circulation, and also that ballage that King Clive spoke about, along with the Renew Fire, helps that circulation and helps you to actually be able to burn those sugars and for your wound to start healing. This is what we have here at Sankey Global. And so the Renew Fire is also anti-inflammatory. So all the itis in your body, gastroenteritis, gastritis, tonsillitis, endometriosis, all and tonsil, you know, all those things with the itis and the is on the end, all of those are inflammation. They're inflammation. And guess what? As going back to King Clive and the Sagi, all these things start from in the gut. guys, in the gut. And so, fire is here to assist with that as well. And also, it helps to bring chemo. It's also anti-chemotherapy, whereas the person who is on chemotherapy, it also helps them not to feel as beat up or run down as they are when they come off of the chemo treatment. And it also helps assist in bringing tumor markers and cancer markers down. So you see how these products just work together to actually create one system that recovers, and restore your health. And it works not for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% of the people. It works 100% for the 100% of the people 100% of the time. So back to you, Dr. Denise.
Wow, wow. You see why she's the queen of Krinu? Queen of rest, queen of sleep, queen of beauty. So guys, tonight, I think, we have come to the end of our programming tonight. And Nurse Donnelly, I will put it back over to Master Clive and you too, because I know you came in on a little late. I know how your schedule is. So if you want to close us off in anything, you want to tell us any testimonials or anything, Master Clive, you can, I'll stay quiet now and you guys close us off tonight.
Okay, I just want to remind folks that comes tomorrow night, we will continue with a call that you don't want to miss. By popular demand, we were asked to have a part 2. And part 2 is going to lead to part 3 because persons are making suggestions in terms of what need to be discussed, what they love to hear the panel speak about. And so we are encouraging you to get your Melage and Conway Fire and Asaki snacks for that period. And starting 9 o'clock Jamaica time, Central Standard Time, and Eastern Standard Time, 10 o'clock for those folks, because we deliberately wanted to start it at a time that we allow for the adults to come to deal with adults discussion. So feel free to come with your mature mind, invite friends and families, invite your pastors and your deacons and church leaders to come on also, because at times we'll ask them to shine in and things of that nature. So please come tomorrow night. We'll have an interesting and intriguing topic for you that you don't want to miss. And please come early and get front row seat. Yeah, because we're giving out prizes for those in the front row seat. So please make sure you come out early and occupy as you did last week. So Nurse Adderley, am I leaving out any important thing, please?
Oh, no, you're not. You're doing a great job. It's just that tomorrow night they need to be, get VIP tickets. VIP tickets mean be there early. You don't want to miss it. Get VIP tickets. Be there early. That's your VIP ticket for tomorrow night. Back to you, King Clive.
Okay. Now, somebody is asking a few questions in the room. Dr. Denise, would you take a minute and look at the last 2 questions and see if you can shine in that in 2 minutes, please, if you don't mind. Thank you. Let me see if I can see.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Oh, you're not seeing it?
No. What were the questions? I'm not sure.
I'm trying to find where I saw them. Okay.
The experts on the call already answered them.
The expert answered them already.
Oh, they were asking concerning the mixing of the Hasaki and putin. Okay.
Okay, great.
All right. Okay, great. Okay, well,
yeah, man.
Just close. Yeah.
Just want to thank you all for coming in this evening. Continue to pray for Dr. Ruth Ann. She'll be on again tomorrow night with us. Sorry. Okay. So we will be praying for each other, for those who know not so well. Let's put an extra word of prayer in tonight for person, because these are indeed challenging times. People losing their jobs, people losing their money, people losing their health, people losing their mind, and so to say, some people losing their lives. So let us bear each other up in prayer as we pray right now. So Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for tonight. We thank you for those who shared testimonies. We thank you for what these products are doing in people's lives. We thank you, Lord, for giving us hope again. Just when we thought it was over, just when our backs were against the wall, just when COVID looked as if it was winning, here comes help. Here comes the Calvary. Here comes the knights in shining armor. Here comes our legions of superheroes to help us in this particular time. God, we praise you. We thank you for the intelligence. We thank you, Lord, for the will of man to find solutions to help us in our times of need. So bless us tonight, Lord. Dismiss us with your grace, your love, and your mercy. We ask all these in Jesus' name. Amen.
Good night to all.
Amen.
Okay. Yes, gentle folks.
Good night.
Good night. See you again
Good night.
tomorrow night.
Good night. Thank you all.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you all.
Good night.
Night, night.
Thank you, Product Sir.
Good night, one and
night.
all.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Everyone
Say
bring
good
one
night. Say good
tomorrow.
night.
Everyone bring one tomorrow.
Good
Have a
night.
good night. God bless you all.
Thank
Be
you,
on time
Ubuntu.
tomorrow night, please.
Night.
Good
Don't
night.
want to miss a thing.
Good night. Good
Don't
night.
want to miss a
Night.
thing.
Night, night. Bye.
Good night.
Okay, I'm gonna end the call now.